Okay, let's see what this is. Alright, I don't know if I like the big light on. So, big light, that, small light here. I kind of like the small light better because it's just more like intimate. Right now I'm watching a documentary of Limelight, the New York City club that was really popular in like the 90s and 80s. And it's just so interesting to see like how people were just more free when it comes to the club scene in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, of course the drugs were a big part of the freeness, but still like there was no cell phones, people were vibing with each other, and I just feel like you don't have that in New York City anymore, or else, or not or else, but like that, like you just don't have that party scene anymore in New York City, I feel like. Especially in clubs nowadays. I mean, that's what I gather when I've been into some clubs. It's just like the club scene is so different in New York City compared to like the 90s and 80s. And yeah, so let me read you guys my ideas, and then I'll explain as I go along, or I'll just leave it as it is. So first one is, we need to, as a society, collaborate with more skit ideas like SNL, or what we could do, I was thinking, was that we could have like a little box or something, and we could just slip in skit ideas. Like this box is out in public, or it's just like I guess a experimental thing. We just like have it out in public and people just slip in like skit ideas that they want to see be performed. That would be really funny. Or just like have more skits celebrated more in society, because that would be really fun. And is okay because I'm writing these like my thoughts down as thoughts, so I can't really like, you know, jump into them as if it's like a conversation, if that makes sense. Okay, wait, is CGI a former ancestor of AI? Okay, I don't know if that's gonna be a long one, a long rant, but fuck it. I watched the movie Sicario a couple weeks ago, and if you guys don't know about it, it basically talks about the United States military-industrial complex in a way, or not in a way, but it definitely talks about it, and I just don't fuck with the idea of like that mindset, like they were saying at the end, of like, we're wolves, we can't change the fact that we have this mindset when it comes to other human beings. Like I just can't fuck with that. To me, I don't know if other people see it, but I just see like United States military industrial complex, or just the military, or like cops, or just like anyone with authority, like who has the right to have a gun, like, or anything like a weapon on them. To me, I just see them as colonizers. Like they're just colonizers, white colonizers, 2.0. I know not all of them are white people who are in the industrial complex, which makes it interesting, because it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but other than the fact that like white colonizers, if they saw the state of the world today, and if they saw how like basically that we're not using like, not people of color, because I don't really like that term, but like people from other races to fight against their own race, like I don't know how, if they would laugh about that or something, because it's like crazy, like just like how can you do that to your own like race is like insane. But like yeah. Okay, but yeah, so like I just don't fuck with that like mindset at the end where the guy goes like, we're wolves, we can't change that, like we have like this like, no, you're just being a dick. Like, that's what I think it is. Like, I think life is literally a choice. Like, not even a choice, but it's filled with choices to the very end. And I feel like people are just choosing to be a dick over and over again, to the point where you're like, yourself is desensitized that, oh my god, wait, I actually do have power, I do have control, and I am choosing to be a dick. I just can't really get behind the I can't say it's a victim mindset, because I don't think it is, but it's like a mindset of like, I'm just gonna follow an order and that's it. Like, I can't get behind that. Like, I don't know, I'm just like, that's very I don't know, for me it's like, you're a human being, you have a brain, okay, so think for yourself is like what I would say. Like, I think a human brain is one of the most powerful things you could is one of the most powerful things in the universe, as I can see it, and you're just not using it to your full advantage. Instead, you're just endlessly going in this cycle of like, I have no power, I have no control, I have this, and so I'm just gonna follow an order, I'm just gonna choose to be a dick to other people, and that's just not the case, you know? And I think another powerful tool that we also have that we forget is our heart, our ability to love and stuff like that. So, oh god, Sakura is such a good fucking movie. Like, I could like go on and on about that, but maybe another because it's already 7 minutes of me ranting about that. Okay, we need, oh my god, yes. Okay, we need more space exploration. Our potential is unmatched. Like, we landed on the fucking moon, and there's a picture of a goddamn black hole that we did, or that, not we did, but there was a woman who did it, and oh my god, her face was so cute. Just because like you could see the happiness when she found out that because I think she did it or something. It was a woman who like was like, okay, we need this amount of materials, and then she did it. So good for her. And yeah, I wish we could do more space exploration. It would be really, really cool, especially if we could do, I don't know if people saw this TV show Avenue 5, which I fucking love so much. My mom and I were cracking up, and they need a 3rd season now. Like, they need 5 seasons of this shit because it's so fucking good. But it's like, it is space exploration, but it's like, instead of like going out a cruise on the ocean, which is still, I guess, cool in a way, which we could definitely upgrade that, I'm just saying, instead of making it a capitalist hellhole, in my opinion. But like, we could do the same thing but out in space. Like, if we put our freaking heart and soul into space exploration, but not like not in a colonizer mindset, like where we have to conquer. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to fucking explore, you know? God. We need more schools, specifically public free education. Like I said, the human brain is one of the most powerful things that we have at our disposal, and to put a price tag on it and to limit people based off of like you know, that's the universe agreeing with me, that's what it is. Or is someone dying? Sorry. Damn, that shit is like really fucking close. Oh god, I wonder if it's my street. Sorry. But yeah, like, I don't agree that you should put a price tag on the human brain when it comes to education. And oh my god, when it comes to education, here's what I'm gonna say. We need to expand our thoughts on it, meaning that like, instead of just education where you sit down and you listen to someone talk, we should have spiritual education, or even spiritual education meaning like, go outside in nature for an hour and just sit there and listen, you know, and be comfortable in the environment you're in and stuff, or like other spiritual education like that, and even like religious education, because it would be really interesting to know, like I grew up as an atheist, and so it would be super interesting to know like what exactly is Hinduism, or just like any other just like listed only one religion, but like, you know, like to know religious education that way. And there's also emotional education, like learning how to regulate our emotions in our society, because that would be very helpful to a whole lot of us if we did that. There's like spiritual, emotional, physical education. There's like, of course, mental education, where you're learning on that and stuff. Skill education, that's a big one, like learning how to do shit around the house, like, or just like learning how to do like wilderness survival skills, which that would be really interesting if it was also led by indigenous people, if they would like to teach everyone their skills, because that would be really helpful to know. Okay, and then I want old Tumblr back. People change all the damn time. I hate that there's like this like notion or saying that people can't change or people don't change, and I'm like, people are changing every single freaking like minute, okay? Maybe you don't see it like on a conscious level or on a subconscious level, but they are changing, like because we just absorb so damn much. And I know how we absorb so damn much is because we literally have ego deaths. Like, we literally have like scientists are saying, like, when we're in our childhood we absorb like everything in our environment and la-di-da-di-da, but that doesn't stop, you know, since we grow out of it. Sure, it maybe we get a little bit less of the absorption, but we are still absorbing, you know? Oh my god, if we had quiet meditation rooms in the city for free, that would be amazing. Like, I saw a meditation room, a free public one to use for the public. It was, I think, in Berlin? Yeah, I think so. It was by the Berlin gates. Like, okay, I'm sorry for the people who live in Berlin, but I know that the gates are fuck, what is that name? Like, it's like a, anyways, I saw like, I went in the meditation room next to it, and it was really, really fucking nice, and it was quiet. And the next one is, okay, New York City should be its own country. I said what I said. Like, Singapore, like, is really cool that their city is like a city / country. Like, that's really cool. And not only should it be its own country, but I fuck with the idea of a solar punk idea for New York City. Instead of just seeing freaking concrete and glass everywhere I go in New York City, and brick buildings, I want to see trees everywhere and nature everywhere. That's just me, but I don't know. Oh my god, yes, we need more Great Gatsby parties. I already said it before, but I love the idea of a hedonism type of culture where everyone just gets what they want in a way. Oh my god, yes, because, okay, that's like, this idea sort of talks about what I was saying with Sakaro. It's just like this mindset of like choosing to be a dick. Like, why is that your first thought when it comes to your quote-unquote enemies? Like, because your enemies is just, you know, another human being, right? So why is the first thought when it comes to your enemies is to kill them, to use some type of violence against them? Like, have you, like, this is what I wrote down, but have you ever tried smoking weed with your quote-unquote enemy? Have you ever tried playing a game of chess with your enemy and see whoever wins the conversation or wins whatever, you know? Okay, yes, I love college humor. it was an old channel on YouTube, but their rebrand is so funny and good for them. We should definitely do full moon parties like they have in Thailand. That would be so cool if we had like stargazing parties. For that to work in New York City though, we would have to lower our light pollution, which I would love. Or like have like, yeah, or like do something at night. Like that would be so fun. Oh my god, I saw this makeup ad for recent moms, and it kind of pissed me off, but I would talk more about it later, or I guess I could say a thing. But anyways, the entire ad was just like, for recent moms, you should have makeup to go. And like that's like actually frustrates me, because for recent moms, you shouldn't have makeup, you should have diapers, you should have like something that would help the baby and the mom, you know, not just makeup. Like that I don't like at all, because it's just putting more of a like putting more the idea of women, their only value, or their only, the central part of their value is their beauty, and I just don't fuck with that, you know? Like that should be one of their values, but it shouldn't be the center point for their value, and they shouldn't be like, you know, reminded of that like every single fucking time. Oh yes, we should totally have information gatherings where we just share our information in person, or like town hall meetings, or just like definitely information gatherings. Like that would be really, really helpful, because I really wish people told me that people use like for fake IDs. I know this is like the most, not the most, but like an illegal idea, but still, like I wish people told me that people they don't use their state for their ID. Like they choose another state, and I didn't know that. And of course I choose my most expensive one, which is my state. And okay, time travel wish. I would want to go back in time to do acid with the South Park creators at the Oscars, and then also maybe join the dancing parade of 1518. Look that up, because I looked it up because someone mentioned it on their Hinge profile, and I was like, that is fucking awesome. Like that happened. We need to bring back the bargaining system. Yes, because if we do that, I feel like we could improve our skills as human beings a whole lot more, and it would just be somewhat, you know, cooler, because it's like we put our heart and soul into when it comes to bargaining. Like I'm thinking of like an idea of like, you do this for me, and instead of paying you with money, I will pay you by sewing this up for you, or I don't know, some other skill, you know? We need to bring back new technologies to walk on instead of concrete. Yes, oh my god. So I don't know where they did this in East Asia, but they found like they did this new sidewalk where when you walk on it, it creates electricity, which is really cool. But for me, I would love a new walking thing, or a new walking technology, or whatever. It doesn't have to be technology, but it feels like moss. It's not moss, but it would still help out nature, like provides its nutrients and all. So it's not moss, but it feels like moss, because moss feels amazing. It feels like a soft pillow for your feet, and so it would be cool if we bring something like that. Yeah, why don't we have a universal money source? Why can't there only be one form of money accepted out throughout the entire world? Like, it's kind of cool that we have all these different types of money, but then it's at the same time like at least for United States money, it's so ugly. It's just like a dull color of green, and it's just a bunch of slave owners. Like, that's not what I want. If people started to make their money more colorful, like Costa Rican money, hell yeah, bro. Then I could get behind that. Oh yeah. Do people think about their own deaths? Like, do you think humans should think about their own mortality? Like, if you knew you were gonna die tomorrow, what would be your regrets at the end? Like, that would be very interesting to know. Because then maybe I could, like, if someone says something, then maybe I could think about that more and be like, oh, okay, maybe I should stop, you know, thinking about my insecurities or whatever. Yes, we need more candy breaks. You know how people get smoke breaks? We need more candy breaks as a society. Instead of a smoke break, you get a candy break. Oh my god, stop. Actually, what if we did control the weather like the Lorax? But in the way that I'm thinking of it, it's more like personal. Instead of like we're harming nature to the point where we have to control the weather. No, like definitely not that. Like that's just too much. But if we do it in a way that's like more fun, and like it would be really cool if I have like a sun, you know, right at the corner of my head all day long. Oh my god, that would be so freaking awesome, especially if it would definitely will boost my energy up when it comes to going outside in the winter time, because I hate it. What if we had trip rooms in the city? Like rooms that if you were tripping outside in the city, and when I say in the city, I'm talking about New York City. I don't know about if people want it in their city, but like sometimes, like not sometimes, but like when I did the times when I did shrooms in the city, I was just really overwhelmed because like everything. But what if we had like a meditation room, but it's just for tripping? And then on top of that, can we do indoor parks for real? Because honestly, I hate, the reason why I say indoor parks is like, it's literally nature, but inside of a building or inside somewhere. And the reason why I say that, because when it's wintertime, like I have such trouble like deciding on where to go without spending money when it comes to hanging out with people I want to hang out with. And so when it's like rainy or if it's snowing or if it's just fucking cold outside, I would love like an indoor park where I could go in and not spend money and but just like chill with my friend, you know? Do we as human beings rely too much on other human beings for our power? Think about that. Like I said, we need to bring back Avenue 5 season 3. Like, oh, and then there should be a website for all the TV shows ever canceled, so I could remember which TV shows are canceled and I could be mad, you know, because I keep forgetting. So I don't know, that one is a little NSFW type of thought. I said I need to get fucked while listening to Pretty When I Cry by Lana. Is that right? I love listening to Lana Del Rey, and to listen to her when I'm having some fun with another human being or a couple. That would be really awesome. Okay, low-key though, who was it? The Lonely Island. First of all, they need to make a huge comeback. Second of all, they came out with a new song called Sushi Glory Heart, and I just wrote down it would be actually really fun and awesome concept for a restaurant if they made it into such. Lust Hill definitely needs to come back, and those who know, you know. Or, oh yeah, no, if you know, you know. Jesus Christ. Someone, oh my god, yes, actually stop. Okay, someone definitely needs to make an R-rated Guinness World Record book for illegal crap. Like, whoever could make the most out of money laundering or inside trading, or whoever could smoke, well, they already did how much weed someone smoked already, but you know, like, you know, illegal crap. Because if you guys want to be chaotic and you guys want to fuck shit up, at least do it for a book, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least go down in history where we have recorded the shit that we do to each other, instead of just doing it for dickish value. Oh my god, stop. Okay, someone actually wait, stop, wait, okay, this is, I don't know if this, it's not old school because I would kill myself. It is, if people remember the slider phones, because you know how like on your phone you could just type shit now, but back then they used to have like a phone where it slides out and then you could like type shit on the keyboard and stuff like that. Please, for the love of God, can we please bring them back? Because those shit was so baller to me. I love that shit so much. When I saw that shit in real life, I was like, oh my God, we're so evolving as a race. Like with this. And then we just have ugly technology nowadays, in my opinion. I mean, we're sort of bringing it back with the flip phone, but it's like, it has that ugly crease in it and stuff. We could do better. We are gonna do better. And then, yeah, bring back old technology, especially the transparent designs one where you could see all the mechanics. That was really cool. And then bring back low budget movies, and that should be the end of this. God damn, 25 minutes, girl. Oh, girl, I was talking. So if you were sitting, you were probably should have been high at that point. Oh my God, I need like some water, you know, because it really took my breath out. I know I made a little farty sound. So I'm gonna go back to my Limelight or watch tarot, or oh my God, literally one thing I love is, okay, I don't know if people, I would love to know if someone experiences this as like, I mean, I guess every human being does, like, in a way, but like, okay, what I'm talking about is like when I complain, okay, so like, I would say, I have a life where I could, or whatever. I had a lot of time earlier this year to myself, like a lot, and I was just like not complaining, but I was just like, oh my God, when is it gonna get busy, da da da, and it got fucking busy, and then on top of that, it got even more busy, so now I have to work 5 days a week. I know, like a regular person, but to me it's like crazy because I went from like 90% of my time to myself to like now 90% of time to other people. And I'm like one of those people where if it, like, honestly, for me, you know how like people go crazy in solitary confinement? For me, I don't want to test it out, but I don't think I would go crazy that way. I would actually go crazy if I'm spending too much time with people. Like, I think my maximum has to be 72 hours. I'm gonna actually say 48 hours. If I have 48 hours where I'm spending it with another human being, oh my God, I would literally kill myself or start murdering people, because after those 48 hours I have to be by myself, or like, yeah, I just have to be by myself. So I'm just really not used to having this time like with other people, like, you know, being in contact with my own species like that. But you know what I really do like is that I could say these thoughts and then I could look back on them later and be like, oh my God, girl, I actually did say these. Because the whole point of me saying these videos, or not saying these videos, but talking and then videos and stuff, ooh, my hair is a mess. But the whole point is like, so I could get out my thoughts, or else I will kill myself. I mean, I always say that I'm gonna kill myself, but you know, I'm too tired for that shit. Like, I just can't do that. Ice cold, baby, ice cold. Let's see. I think I'm gonna end it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it now. Catch you guys on the flip video fop. Till next time. Bye, love you.